honestly say dating as a single mother is literally one of the loneliest processes in the world.
They are upset because men won't date them anymore.
So it happened again. I had a date cancel on me and we were supposed to go out for dinner tonight as a single mom.
Dating as a single mom is hard because
we don't care.
People make it seem like women that have children are like burdens.
That's because they are. Men gain nothing from raising another man's kid, just like how men gain nothing by getting married in today's society.
No one talks about divorcing a good guy. I've been divorced twice, both of which were my decision, and neither one of them were abusing me or cheating on me. That doesn't mean there wasn't a pile of other reasons as to why we couldn't maintain a healthy relationship.
You didn't divorce these good men because they couldn't maintain a healthy relationship. You divorced them because you got bored.
If your husband is a good guy, but you're ready for divorce, you're not a bad person.
She describes herself as a divorce recovery coach for moms, whatever that is. And understandably, she made that video because, well, she's trying to drum up business. And what better way to do so than by making moms feel good about leaving their husbands? And that's perfectly fine. But apparently she's not too happy with some of the responses she's getting from the husbands.
Men are losing their mind over a recent video that I made.
So a man taking a few moments to express his opinion on the matter is losing his mind?
Your spouse doesn't have to be abusive in order for your feelings of wanting to leave to be valid.
Actually, I don't have a problem with this. I actually agree with her. No one should be in a marriage that they are not happy in. But
there are dozens of reasons why marriages fall apart.
Okay, let's hear some of those reasons, but let's also keep in mind her business is a divorce recovery coach. So without a divorce happening, she can't make money.
Here are some examples. Financial problems.
Financial problems. Well, pretty much every marriage experiences financial problems at some point. So the first step to do, file for divorce.
Growing apart. Communication.
Both of those issues are common in every marriage at some point. Heck, in every relationship, no matter what kind it is, at some point. So the first solution, file for divorce.
Addiction. Too much arguing.
Again, I agree. Those are valid reasons. However, shouldn't the first solution be trying to find a way to work through them?
Lack of emotional or physical intimacy.
Yes. Lack of physical intimacy. You know, the one where if he's not interested, it's his fault. And if she's not interested, it's also his fault.
One spouse just isn't carrying their weight in the marriage.
The infamous, he's not carrying his weight. He's a good guy, but he's just not doing enough. So, divorce him.
Maybe you married too young or for the wrong reasons.
Again, these could be valid reasons, but I ask you this. Shouldn't those have been obvious before you got married?
Those are all very common reasons for divorce, and it doesn't make you or your spouse a bad person.
Now I hear you, and I might agree with you except for one thing. You see, if a man used any of those as a reason for walking away from his marriage, he would be immediately vilified and accused of abandoning his family. Now let's be clear, I'm not trying to be mean to her or throw any ill will or shade at her. I just simply want to point out that she makes her living by coaching women who have been divorced. And we need to keep that in mind when she's encouraging said women to leave, by her own word, good men for what are problems that every marriage has at some point or another. And that is why men, well, to use her term, are losing their minds. Because men know that women, they're abandoning their marriages at the first sign of trouble rather than trying to work it out.
This is why men have decided to go their own way to protect themselves from people like this, who abandon them the second things stop being perfect. But since we're on the topic of protecting yourself, let's talk about protecting your skin. Skin cancer has risen over 200% in men, which is why it is essential for you to have a high-quality skincare system to help prevent this. Which is why I'm excited to have Teach Hanley as the sponsor of today's video. With over 9,000 5-star reviews, Teach Hanley has perfected and simplified men's skincare while also helping to prevent aging and skin cancer. With easy-to-use and very affordable all-in-one systems that cover all your needs. I personally recommend you start with their Level 1 system, which comes with all the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin. A 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun. and a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. Their products have made my skin look and feel better than ever, but you don't have to take my word for it. They have over 9,000 five-star reviews from satisfied customers all around the world. This isn't something you want to put off, because prevention is key. Get ahead of any signs of aging now, and your future self will thank you. And because Teach Hanley is sponsoring this video, they're offering you an amazing deal. Just click the first link in the description to get 40% off your first skincare system and a free gift. Plus, as a member, you'll also get 20% off for life. By the way, the free gift you're choosing from has a $20 value and is a complete game changer. This body scrubber has made it much easier to get a perfect clean in the shower by exfoliating my skin. So don't wait any longer. Click the first link in the description to start your skincare journey today.
Yo, we got to talk about this because I'm hearing a lot on the internet about baggage. When you over 35, you got baggage. What is baggage? Let me know what is baggage, because I thought when you older, you considered a classic, okay? Aged cheese is great. So let me know what is baggage. I want to know from men and women, what is baggage? When you say somebody's over 35, over 40, and they come with baggage, what is considered baggage? Because children are not considered baggage. When you older and you wiser, that's not considered baggage. So I want y'all to drop it in the comments. What is considered baggage to you? Because I'm confused as to all of this. Oh, when you're 35 and older, when you're 40 and older, you got baggage. What is baggage? Because I want to know, okay? Because I thought the older, like wine, the older the wine is, the finer it is, okay? Because I thought when you older that you are classic and you are a classic lady, okay? So I want to know what the f is baggage.
You don't age like wine, which means you don't get better with time. But to answer your question on what baggage is, we can go back to the lady from earlier, who has 2 divorces under her belt because of internal unresolved issues. Statistically speaking, if she was to remarry a 3rd time, she would divorce that man just as quick as she did the other 2.
Why does nobody talk about how hard it is to start dating a nice guy after you're only used to dating toxic men?
You're one of the young women that are always saying, where are all the good men at? Ask yourself this instead. Why am I attracting and attracted to the men that are not good for me? Ask yourself that question, reflect on it, and it'll get you much farther than asking yourself the former.
Single mom, of course I'm only available between 7 and 9 p.m. I'm a single mom. Of course I say I want to date, and then when we actually plan the date, I decide to do something with my daughter instead. I'm a single mom. Of course I'm going to say I'm going to bed at 7 p.m. and then end up staying up to 12 midnight because this is my only free time. I'm a single mom. Of course I'm going to go on a date with you where you'll probably end up learning more about my child than me.
I would give my pitch to Brittany. I know she said she's not into guys who have lighter hair than her, but I feel like there's always an exception to the rule. I feel like these 2 gentlemen up here are really great guys, but I feel like I'm maybe not as nice as them. I would put it that way. I feel like I'm a little bit more on the fun side, spontaneous, adventurous.
Brittany, you feeling anything there?
I'm really picky.
Oh, wait. Oh, my God.
I need to be really bold.
Be bold. Do it.
You are so attractive.
Turn. Yo, hands up. He's the best looking guy I've ever seen. And what is your name, by the way?
Jeff.
Jeff, are you interested in Brittany? Yes or no?
No.
Sensational.
I'm supposed to be on a date in like 2 hours, but I haven't heard from the guy all day today.
We don't care. The rest of the panel, do you guys agree it's easier for men to get laid?
Yeah, I think so too. Like, it's easier because we're in a college environment, and a lot of girls also want to hook up with people, and boys have a higher chance with going and getting laid. All they literally have to do is like have some confidence, do a little conversation.
Hold on. You just said it's easy. Just have some confidence.
Like, just like, like.
That's convenient.
Talk.
Just be confident.
No. If you just go talk to a girl and you're sweet, usually like, I think that's how it works. Like, wouldn't be that hard for like 2 people to start like getting laid.
Are you serious?
Ladies, I know where to find the hot men in Dallas.
Now, granted, not all of them might be single, but I went to my Barry 7:30 a.m. Wednesday morning workout, and I really did not want to get out of bed, but Lord, I'm so glad I did. It was a hot themed class, and let me just tell you, the music and the temperature were not the only things that were hot in there. We were transitioning from the tread to the floor, and I was just looking around the room like I always do at like any workout class. And I was like, holy moly, there are so many cute guys in here today. It was like every good-looking guy in the city of Dallas had descended into Barry's 7:30 a.m. workout. They were cute, they were jacked, they were sweaty, they were working out, they were getting after it.
Imagine if a man did that. I guarantee she would have a problem with it herself, even though she does the exact same thing to men.
The biggest mistake a person can do right now, no matter in which situation you are, is to give up. You might not reach the best version of yourself in this lifetime, but a better one than you are right now.